So the previous blog was about the comedy acts and shows that I wanted to go and see. We're now in what's called the theatre section, and the top of the top and bottom of the programme changes colour to indicate what section you're in. So I want to go and see Aleister Crowley, A Passion for Evil. That sounds quite an interesting. It's put on by Purple Media, and that's at Sea Central. Sea venues are a really good large range of venues, and they put on a real cosmopolitan range of events and acts and shows. So quite looking forward to that. This one is An Arrangement of Shoes, and this is one of the free festival shows. It's unticketed, so it doesn't cost you anything, and this is a one-woman show, and it's just on for 2 nights. So it's a tiny run, but I don't know, it just sounded quite interesting. Award-winning, touching and compelling portrait of family life in India. So I want to see that. This is The Call of Cthulhu. Cthulhu was a series of books written by H.P. Lovecraft, and I really got into H.P. Lovecraft when I was a young man, and I'm just interested to see what they do with that. This is at Hill Street Theatre. Again, that's another fantastic venue, so I'm interested to see what they do with that classic piece of literature, really. Oh yeah, Carnival of Souls. A woman recovering from a trauma becomes drawn to a mysterious abandoned carnival, inspired by cult cinema classic. Again, I like Carnival of Souls the film, and I've seen that many times, and again I'm just trying to I'm interested to see what the theatre form of that show is like. Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe, quite fancy seeing that. And The Demise of Christopher Marlowe. Again, I've seen a couple of plays about Christopher Marlowe, and they've always seemed to have given an interesting tweak to his career and what his life was like. So again, that's at a Sea Central venue, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Dracula. I quite like macabre theatre, Gras Guignol, that sort of thing. This is how long is this? It's on at midnight. That's always a good sign, and that runs for 1 hour and 5 minutes. So you'll be getting home back about 2 o'clock after watching that. So again, I'm quite interested in seeing how they do the Dracula story. Pip Hutton. He's a celebrated one-man show performer. He's got a whole gamut of one-man shows, and this year is one of the shows he's bringing, because he's got more than one, is The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it's his take on The Hunchback of Notre Dame, telling the famous story. So I think that will be really interesting, and Pip Hutton is a fantastic actor, so that's interesting. Language of Angels. This is the one I'd like to see here. It says, haunted by the memory of a vanished young girl, a circle of friends wrestle with their own humanity and despair. Naoma Azuki's eerie ghost story blurs the edges between reality and the shadows of the past. I could not see that with that kind of write-up. Memory Cells by Louise Welch. Directed by Double Fringe First winner Hannah I think that's Idenau. Pleasance Dome. Fantastic venue, and that looks like a really interesting show. I want to see that. What is it on this one? Oh, The Man Who Was Hamlet. Who really wrote Shakespeare? Award winner George Dillon's 7th solo show reveals a scandalous, tragical and comical history of Edward de Vere, Earl of Oxford. Again, I'm always interested in historical plays about Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe, and that one ticked all my boxes, so I shall go and see that one. What's on here? Oh yeah, My Name is Bill. Bill's the most extraordinary loser you'll ever meet, a storyteller, a stockbroker and a raging alcoholic. This moving one-man show reveals what happens on the day he hits rock bottom and creates Alcoholics Anonymous. So that sounds quite interesting. I shall go and see that. Tokyo Love Song, Shoko Ito's solo theatre, based on the real story with 70s Japanese pop and love songs. I don't know, some of these things I have no idea what that's about, but you have to take a risk and go and see things that just sound like they might be a little bit intriguing and a bit different, and sometimes you come across things which are a real masterpiece that you would never ever go and see if you just stuck with what you knew and just went and watched what you're familiar with. The Rhythm, Drum and Dance, the drum show from Berlin. Rhythm has a face. Berlin drummers play ethno-techno grooves and unify with dancers in thrilling moves and acrobats, real stage action and light design. A fun show of another kind. That sounds brilliant. I love percussion music, and that's a definite one I'm going to go and see. Shakespeare's Mothers, Bad, Mad and Dangerous to Know. Mad, Bad, Dangerous to Know. Fascinating women relive the most exciting moments of their lives as Shakespeare defends himself against charges of defaming the gentler sex. A new work from Starlight, Australia. Again, I want to go and see that one. Oh, There's Only One Lord Byron. April 1824, the news of Lord Byron's death in Greece has been greatly exaggerated. He returns to his old haunt, a London brothel and its 5 familiar courtesans. Again, that just caught my eye and I thought, yeah, definitely go and see that one. Now, what's on this page? Oh yeah, Face. Viscerally intense theatre experience featuring an exceptional performance. That's at C Venues, and again C Venues just puts on lots of different shows from different genres and different backgrounds, and again I've no idea, but I was just interested by the write-up on that. I thought I would give that a try. Oh, and this one's Yo Girl. Yo Girl is a fantastically entertaining solo show of a Korean adoptee navigating her way through 3 mums. Again, it's clearly somebody from a different cultural background coming to have a go on the Edinburgh Fringe, and again I want to go and see that. And the other one on this show is by a performer we've seen before. This is Caroline Horton. Paris 1945. Christian waits to be reunited with her English fiancé, a tender comic portrayal of one of women's experiences of love and war, from Best Solo Performance nominee, Stage Awards 2009. I saw this woman on a previous Fringe, and she's got a really engaging style and approach, and again that was in a one-man show, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing what she's doing this year. And that really, that's it in terms of what I want to see from this year's Fringe at the moment anyway. What I'll do is when I get there, as shows begin to create a buzz and they get a bit of a profile, no doubt I'll be going seeing other shows as well. So that's it for now.